Hey everybody, it's May, and that means it's time for another video game box. As you know, this is just something I like to do with my extra overtime money and add to my collection. You know, I've got little goals like collecting all of the Nintendo 64 games, things like that. And it helps, and it keeps me out of spending way too much money with glass cases in stores. But you know, hey, Winona's here. Hey Winona, come here. Come on. She says hi. She's always happy to see you guys. I don't know what she does sometimes. I think she was just napping in the bed and heard me talking and wanted to see if anyone else was in here. But it's May. May is good news. Let's see here. Since the last time I've seen you guys, everybody in my family has got their COVID vaccine, so we're all going to be able to get together again soon and right here before Mother's Day, so that's extra awesome. The second shot totally kicked my butt. I had to stay in from work and slept for like 20 hours that day. It was a mess. Dr. Pepper Cherry is back in cans. That was honestly, of all of the terrible COVID things, being on lockdown and everything, having to go back to work with all the precautions, Dr. Pepper Cherry not being in cans was definitely the hardest thing for me to deal with. I know that's extremely selfish, but it's probably my most favorite thing, and I'm really glad to see it back. Let's see here. Anything else? That's kind of it. Nothing else has really been going on. So let's get to our box. If you remember on our last video, I gave the challenge to Video Games Monthly. If they're watching this, to throw me some X-Men games in there. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they're actually watching this. Here's our box. I get 10 games a month, $100. Spending some overtime money. Alright. We always get things in here. They sent a button. I like buttons. I put them on my little very masculine purse that I like to carry around when I go to conventions and things. Alright, let's see. We got one up this month. That means there's an extra game in here, and that's good news. So that means there are 11 in here. Alright, let's start with some little things. We got 2 Game Boy games. The first one looks like it might be some sort of Gundam game. I don't know. I can't really get my camera to focus on that. But it looks like those are little Gundam robots there. It's in Japanese. I'm not sure what it is. The second is Japanese Tetris. I actually don't have Tetris for my Game Boy because Tetris. But hey, you know what? I might give Tetris a try when I'm bored and can't sleep. We've got 2 Nintendo 64 carts this time. That leaves me with like 200 more to go. In between this video and the last one, I picked up a box of what was supposed to just be sports games from Video Games Monthly for like, I think it was $50 for 20 games. I don't remember exactly. $40 for 20 games. It was really cheap, and it was supposed to just be sports games and other games that just had labels torn off. And I got one that said something like People War, and it was written in marker on the label where the label was supposed to be. I put it in, and it's totally freaking Smash Brothers. That was awesome. So for the price of Smash Brothers, I filled in a lot of the sports games that I was missing from the collection, and I just got to get on Etsy and get a new label print off for Smash Brothers, and it's good to go. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, we have Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. That's not a great game by anyone's standards, but it plays. It's fun. Cruising the World, I actually like Cruising World. It's a pretty fun game. I like my old race car games. I don't know. They're just fun to me. We got 2 Sega Genesis games. We've got Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. I do love Street Fighter. Street Fighter's probably second of my fighting game franchises. I like the ones that include Marvel characters a little bit more, but I do love my Street Fighter. We have Spiderman. It's not X-Men, but it's Marvel, and I've never played it, and I'm looking forward to some Spider-Man action. I do love Spider-Man on the PlayStation, And when I get my PlayStation 5, I'm looking forward to Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Comic books. Yeah, I want to tell you guys something. As you can see back here, I have a hot mess in my office right now. And what I'm doing is going through my long boxes and pulling out some volumes. And I'm chopping them down and like full runs. I've got a lot of full runs back here. Like I've got full runs of New Mutants and X Factor and X Force and just all sorts of different things. And there's a bindery in Nebraska called Halcyon Bindery, and they'll do custom hardback covers. So I'm gonna get my comics out of these long boxes and into something displayable and nice. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a video when those come in. I sent them off yesterday. They're supposed to be in Friday. I think right now it's their busy season, and they'll have like 4 to 8 weeks of work time because they're doing a lot of textbooks and other things. But when I get those in, I'll do a video. We'll see what we think about them and if I want to continue doing the rest of my books. I just sent some things I didn't really care about this time, just to see, what they're like and what they do, and if I like the quality and everything, and if I want to go forward with it. As you know, as a collector, I'm not here to resell. I'm here to enjoy these things for myself. Anyway, back to what we got going on down here. We have 4 Famicom games, and I do love my Famicom games. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but the first one is called Super Chinese. That sounds kind of racist, kind of terrible, but it was the 80s. I guess the 80s were different. We'll give it a go. We'll see what it is, and we might not ever play it again. I don't know. Super Chinese. Pinball doesn't even have a photo on the cartridge, but pinball. My boyfriend Tom, he loves pinball, so he'll enjoy that one at least. I don't know. This might be Punch-Out. This might not be Punch-Out. This is definitely some boxing going on. I'll have to translate the title and see exactly which one it is. I don't think it's Punch-Out because I remember right, Punch-Out was, I don't really want to say first person, but you were behind, what was his name? Little Bill, little punchy guy? I don't remember. It's either Star Luster or Star Juster. I'm going to go with Star Luster. And, I'm not really sure what's going on, but it looks like a space sim. And bad 80s space sims are pretty fun. So, finally we got a Super Nintendo game, and this must be my +1. Because, I'll be honest with you, when they send these +1 cards, I feel like sometimes they're just clearing out some inventory space. I don't think anyone's ever really going to be excited about Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. I don't know, maybe. Is this a platformer? Is this a puzzle Pac-Man game? I don't know, but, we'll put it in. We'll give it a try. I'm still working on getting my system set up and getting a media PC in there and everything else so I can stream trying these out on Twitch for you. I do want to get to that eventually. If you've got any advice on how to set this up, hit me up in the comments. I would definitely appreciate the help. Maybe we'll get that done in a couple of months. We're slowing down at work a little bit because of Corona-related part shortages. And so maybe I'll have some free time to get all that set up, and we'll get some things going and streaming on Twitch. And so you can see me try all these games and get really frustrated at some of them and enjoy some more. In the meantime, I'm going to go play Spider-Man. You guys have a great time, great weekend, great week. I'll see you next month, or maybe my books will come in and I'll see you before then. Have a great one. Bye.